Why do we like things that are bad for us? Smoking, eating unhealthy foods, and being lazy are just some of the behaviors we ought to avoid in order to increase our overall well-being. Just 4 industries, tobacco, ultra-processed foods, fossil fuels, and alcohol, cause over a third of all deaths globally each year, according to a new report from the World Health Organization's WHO Regional Office for Europe. Not only are these industries driving ill health and premature mortality across Europe and Central Asia, but they are interfering in and influencing prevention and control efforts for non-communicable diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, cancers, diabetes, and their risk factors, including tobacco, alcohol, unhealthy diets, and obesity, according to a press release from WHO Europe. This translates to 19 million deaths globally each year. We all know what bad habits are and how detrimental they are to our health and well-being. But still, why do we continue to do them? We all indulge in behaviour that we know aren't good for us. And the main reason we resort to these behaviours is because bad habits give us the comfort we need. When it comes to making decisions, your brain can't differentiate good from bad. It only knows comfortable and uncomfortable. Every action you take has a purpose behind it. Even if you are not consciously aware of that purpose is. The most common hidden purpose is comfort. Our brains are wired to be reward-based, and our reward is the feeling of comfort that in turn triggers a release of dopamine, called the feel-good hormone. When you bite into a chocolate chip cookie, you get a hit of dopamine. When you get a like on Instagram, you get a hit of dopamine. The hit of pleasure causes us to crave more and more, and so we associate this good feeling with the bad habit. This explains why we continue to indulge in bad habits and find it so difficult to stop it. And feels comfortable, and we essentially get to exist in our safe zone. In other words, you get attracted to the reward, despite knowing it's bad for you. Smoking that cigarette on your work break causes your brain to associate that habit with freedom and relaxation. Drinking alcohol may be associated with relieving some tension after a hard week. The thought of exercising and making some kind of effort is overridden in the brain by the easier thought of sitting on the couch and binge-watching your favorite show. So you can see how easily the habit is connected with the reward. We also tend to rationalize our bad behavior if society as a whole finds it acceptable. If a vast amount of people are doing the same thing, then it must be okay for us to do it too. It's not difficult to find socially acceptable bad habits. Snacking, skipping exercises, getting blackout drunk, and even chain smoking are things that lots of people do. This causes an inward rationalization when it comes to healthy habits, such as just one more won't hurt, or I will do better next week. But these in-the-moment justification only provide a brief escape from stress. It's important to remember that bad habits only give temporary comfort. An alcoholic beverage can only numb you to stress, and after a buzz wears off, the stressful reality returns. Ironically, the long-term solution to break bad habits is in fact discomfort. The only way you can grow is stepping into the unknown. This is why so many people have breakdown before breakthrough moments. The more discomfort you experience, the greater the long-term benefit will be. The simplest analogy is exercise. The more you push yourself during a workout, the more sweat burn, fatigue, exhaustion you feel, the more strength, endurance, and longevity you gain. However, most people don't change until not changing is the less comfortable option. Powerful transformation happens when you truly get out of your comfort zone. Familiar discomfort is a form of comfort. This is why people are addicted to toxic relationships. Comfort is nothing more than an illusion. There's no such thing as real comfort. There's only the idea of what's safe. This one is big one to swallow, but there's really no such things as comfort, which is why comfortable things don't last. And that's why the most well-adjusted people are most comfortable in discomfort. Comfort is just an idea. You choose what you want to base yours on. Discomfort is your friend. Our whole life is set up in the path of least resistance. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to feel discomfort. So the whole time, we're living our lives in a very comfortable area. There's no growth in that. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed and happy.